I think on a night like tonight, those of us in the organization that remain in the organization, that were kind of the Cronkite disciples, me, a child like 19 years old, I think what we embody is the spirit of Cronkite and what he stood for. You know, we live in an age of proliferation of news, and that's a fantastic advantage for the audience. More information available on more platforms. That is the way it should be now with technology at our fingertips. But what Walter was about was truth, shedding light, finding the core of a story, and those same values, even though there are a million platforms, have to hold true. The story was about the story, but he did recognize the impact that he had. So, for example, when he did the Vietnam trip and he came back and he really came on the evening news questioning the war in itself, Lyndon Johnson turned to his cabinet and he said, if we've lost Walter Cronkite, we've lost the war. We've lost the country. So he understood the power of what he had and the impact of doing a story, but he really was centrally focused on the core values. I was a researcher during Watergate and working part-time, actually, and still in college and sleeping in my dorm room bed, so it was a little ironic. As a matter of fact, I ended up going all over Washington looking for Deep Throat because Walter had some idea that he would be in a garage Saturday night with the Washington Post reporters. So believe me, I spent most of my Saturday nights in Washington not dating, but traveling to different garages. The night Nixon resigned, Walter was finished. It was a very, very dramatic and emotional day, and Walter tosses his script, the top copy, into the garbage can. And I picked it out, and I said, well, Walter, don't you want to keep this script? And I'll put it up here so we can take it. This is Cronkite's script from the night Nixon resigned. It was written by a writer named Charlie West. As a matter of fact, his initials are kind of right here in the corner, CLW. But this is Cronkite's having corrected and made some corrections in it. And I always felt that this was what Walter was about, capturing moments of history and taking a country through it. We have a special on Sunday night at 7 o'clock. We're replacing 60 Minutes called That's the Way It Was, Remembering Walter Cronkite. And I think when you watch this special, you realize that it's not about, he was a fantastic reporter. He went everywhere. He wanted to see it, smell it, taste it, look it in the eye. But you realize how great he was. But he is a man that the country went through history with. And that is the real takeaway. He also had remarkable friends. George Clooney, Mickey Hart from the Grateful Dead, Robin Williams. I mean, you know, the man had drums for Mickey Hart in his apartment. I do want to read one thing from the night that Nixon resigned because I thought it was so powerful. Right at the end of the show, he read this copy and said, and so virtually on the eve of her bicentennial, the United States has passed through a day of historic drama, a day many of her citizens had been awaiting with dread, a day some feared would shred the fabric of her society. But the feared has not come to pass. As President Ford said in his acceptance speech, our long national nightmare is over. Our Constitution works. Our great republic of government, of laws, and not of men. Here, the people rule. This is Walter Cronkite, CBS News, Washington. Good night. I get a chill when I read it. And this was done, I guess, August 1974. And it's withstood a flood in my house and now lives in my desk. And every so often, if somebody comes to visit me, I pull it out and I show them the history of CBS because people forget.